Hi, it's Eben Pagan again. Welcome to our second video. This video is called How to Turn Your Idea into a Digital Product. In this series of videos, we're learning how I and others are taking our knowledge, our life stories, and our passions and turning them into digital teaching products that we can sell online for high prices. In our first video, we learned how to identify your big idea, the idea you can use to quickly create a best-selling digital product. Now, if you haven't watched that first video yet, make sure you watch it now and then come back and watch this video because you'll get a lot more value from it once you learn how to identify your big idea. Now, in this video, we're going to learn how to take our idea and actually turn it into a teaching program, or what I call a digital product, using formulas that are so simple that basically anyone can do it. By the end of this video, you're going to see how to organize your information, your knowledge, your story into a real, honest-to-goodness, actual product that you can then offer online. In fact, I'm going to share with you 3 of my different proven formulas for creating digital products with examples that I've used successfully to build my online business. But let's ask a question first. Why would you want to put your knowledge into a digital product? In addition to helping people around the world and getting paid very well to do it, the reason I like creating digital teaching programs, ebooks, and other types of digital products is the way it has changed the way that I live and what I can do with my life. I now work the hours that I want to work. I work when I'm feeling most creative. I travel when I want. I take time off, and I run my whole business right from the comfort of my computer. And one thing I've learned after teaching a lot of people how to take what they know and their own stories and turn them into digital products that they can sell in their online business is that we're each trying to do more here than just build a business and make money. We want to do things beyond that. For example, we want to create the lifestyle we want to live in our dream home, we want to travel, have more time freedom, we ultimately want to do something to make a difference in the world and to make our own impact and contribution. Now, I call this model idea to impact, and I've noticed that in order to make a real impact in the world, there are 5 things that need to be in place, okay? 5 things. So let's start at the end with the impact, the change that we want to make in the world in our lifetimes. Now, I've trained thousands of trainers and teachers and emerging thought leaders around the world in my online courses and digital products. And after interacting with these people, I've learned something. People who like teaching and sharing their story, they like doing more than just running a business and making money. Once they have their business and the lifestyle where they want it, they go on to big contribution projects that make an impact in the world. They actually get a positive rush and a good feeling from helping people who are disadvantaged, working on the environment, helping to figure out education, or working for world peace and other critical issues. In other words, most of us want to play a bigger game, and this is one of the things that I like most about being a teacher and a mentor to thousands and hundreds of thousands and even millions of students around the world. Now, we can only make the big impact on all these lives and on the world if we have the time and freedom to do it. Okay, you can't do it all if your time is taken by work, by chores, by errands. To make that impact, you must have your lifestyle in a place where you're living where you want to live, living how you want to live, and you have enough free time to do something big with it. If you really want to make a big impact, you must have the freedom and the lifestyle to do it. And in order to get that freedom, you must have the income. That's the bottom line. And in today's economy, for people like you and me, the way to do this is to build our own businesses. That's the way that almost all of us who've gotten to our income, lifestyle, and freedom goals have done it. Okay? Your business. This is key. You need to have a thriving business if you want the income to create the lifestyle that you want. And for that, you need a product that people will buy from you, a product that's yours. So you're not just competing on price, okay, selling what everyone else is selling. You need a product that you can sell and earn the profit on so you can create the product and then let the product do the work for you. Okay, you need a product. So what's the best product to have and the best product to sell? What is a product that's uniquely yours that you can sell over and over again for as long as you want? What's a product you can sell but still have? Well, here's a hint. It's when you take your big idea that we learned about in the last video and then teach it to others in your own digital product. So, your idea becomes your digital product builds your online business makes you the money to fund your lifestyle, and then your lifestyle gives you the freedom that you need to then make the impact that you want to make on others and in the world. But it all starts right here with your idea and your product. And remember, if you don't build your digital product, then you can't build your online business. Okay? No digital product, no online business, and no freedom and no success and no impact. It's that simple. We have to get your digital product done. So let's learn more about how to do it. A successful online business is the new mark of success. In the past, when someone would ask me what I did, and I would say, I'm a guitar player, or I'm a real estate agent, they would say, oh. But when they ask me now and I say, I have an online business, they say, oh. All right? For me, my online businesses have meant a lot more than just money. Okay? They've really meant my lifestyle and my freedom. And this has meant freedom for a lot more people than just me.
It's something that is constantly evolving and constantly changing, whether it's going from desktop sites to now we're on mobile and learning all the different aspects. Like, it's always something to get even deeper into learning about and to understanding, and like either a new platform or a new audience. So it's like it's always juicy and I'm always learning, which is part of the fun. And then it's always changing, which is part of the fun. So it's like getting to kind of just learn and be paid to learn a lot of the times, which is awesome.
I mean, firstly, when I started my business, it was difficult for me just to imagine that I could travel around the world, that I could make money, basically when I'm sleeping,
When I first discovered that, when it first happened, that I was getting money for a digital product that I created, I felt drunk. I mean, I felt like liberated. I felt like giddy, like a kid, because I can get rewarded financially for teaching people something that I'm passionately in love with. And when I teach it to them, I'm empowering them. That's what I call a win-win-win-win situation.
Replacing my local business income with a full-time online income was so exciting. I couldn't even believe it for the first few months, actually.
My digital products and online businesses have completely changed my life. When I started this business, I was $30,000 in debt, I was unemployed, and really without a clue what I was going to do next. Now I'm doing something that I really love to do, and I'm helping a lot of people with it. I'm able to meet and hang out with famous people, learn from them. I'm able to raise money to help building schools, help people get clean water, and other contributions that I'm really interested and passionate about. I have the income and the security I want, and I'm able to take care of my family and the people that I love the way that I want. I get to travel as much as I want because my business isn't based anywhere. I work the hours that I want, and most of my work requires just my laptop here and an internet connection. And as you know already, I'm not the only one doing this, okay? I'm sure you have a friend, or you know of someone, or you've read about someone who works online and has an online business. That's because the tools and the resources available, right? The tools these days, they make it easy for anybody to start an online business and create their ideal lifestyle. And that's why my mission here is to get you to see what's happening online and see that it's something unique, something that's never happened before in the history of the world, and that it's possibly the biggest opportunity in history for regular people like you and me to take what we know, take our stories, take the things that we're good at, passionate about, and use them to make our own product, which becomes the foundation of our own online business, which we can run and operate from a computer anywhere, just like I do. So this is new, and it's a big deal. And if you're a person who wants to help a lot of other people and get paid for it, and you're willing to learn a handful of new skills with me, then this very easily could change your life. The same way it's changed the lives of so many of my other students around the world. Now I want to share something here, something that I was surprised by. Several years ago, when I first started teaching people how to use this model to start and build their digital products and online businesses, I believed that you could only succeed and make real money if you were in one of the big niches, things like weight loss and dating and relationships, or money and business, those kinds of big categories. I taught my students that if they didn't have one of those types of businesses, that they probably wouldn't succeed. Well, guess what has happened over the past few years? Because so many more people have gotten on the internet, billions of them, it turns out that there are people who are looking for information on every topic now. For me, my life changed when I realized that there were people around the world who were looking, right now in this moment, for what I knew, and that they were at a point where they didn't have the time to waste figuring it out for themselves, and they'd gladly pay me $20, $100, $1,000, even $10,000 or more to learn what I knew in a way that made it easy for them, and that I could do this in a digital product. So, what niches have I now seen this work in? Well, in our first video, I already mentioned things like wedding planning and poker and dating that I got started in. But I've now seen people with businesses teaching how to do art, how to teach your parrot to talk, how to play guitar, and my personal favorite topic of all time, one of my friend Jeff Walker's clients that he told me about, who teaches horse ballet, okay? Really, horse ballet. And it's a big time success, all right? More money than you'd want to hear about. Horse ballet. When I created my first digital product, I was actually in a hard place in my life. I was 31 years old, I was $30,000 in credit card debt, and I was unemployed. And I was afraid. Part of me thought, I can't create something that's actually going to work, that people are going to buy online and take me seriously. I had no college degree. I had dropped out of high school when I was 16 years old, and then I dropped out of my local community college after that. I had no reputation of any kind, no degree, no one knew who I was. I had no list. I'd never built a website. I'd never written a book. I'd never set up a shopping cart. I'd never had an email list. I'd never done any of this stuff. But I had to do something in my life, and I had to do it fast because, bills don't like to wait, and my credit cards liked to wait even less. So I took a chance, and I invested a few weeks to write my first book. It was only about 100 pages long, and what I did is I shared what I had learned about dating. Okay? Of all the things that I could have written about, I wrote a book of dating. Now, I mentioned that I didn't think there was any way I was going to make this work and that people are actually going to buy it, but there was something that I didn't know at that time. I didn't realize just how many people were coming online every day looking for new knowledge, looking for new solutions. And we still don't realize today just how many people there are online. Our minds are good at imagining numbers up to maybe, 5 or 10, or maybe, 50 or 100. But beyond that, we just don't understand how to think about huge numbers. Okay, so it's a real mind trip when you think about it. There are people all around the world right now who are sitting at their computers and typing in search words to find and learn what you know. So let's look at some examples here. Now, I'm just on Google using their keyword tool and just getting an idea of how many people are searching on each of these topics. Here, let's look at people who are searching to learn how to play guitar. Right, look at this, 800,000 to 1 million people a month. How about something like get a girlfriend? All right, around 600,000 people per month. Dog training, 500 to 700,000 or so people per month. How about this? Let's look up vertical gardening. Okay, this is a big trend. 1 to 300,000 people per month looking for information on vertical gardening. And this is just English-speaking people in the United States. Okay, that's what I've got this set on, just English in the United States. So this means that someone is searching Google, for example, for dog training every few seconds. All right, every few seconds. Every time I say a few words here, someone searches for dog training information. And we're just looking at Google here. Okay, this is just one online channel or source. And this is one search. How many other places are people looking for information on dog training online? How many other places are they looking for guitar playing tips, or how to get a girlfriend, or information on vertical gardening? Imagine them in their lives running into a challenge or opportunity, needing to figure out what to do for a solution, and sitting at their computer and searching, typing in the words to search, and then seeing the results that come up, and then picking an option to go learn what they need to know. And you know something else too, that most of what they're going to find online is low quality, right? It's not as good as it could be, and the good stuff is hard to find. but you know it. You know something important, something deep, something really valuable. And this is why the time is now for you to create your digital product and offer it to these people, again, who are searching for you right now. If you create the product that they need, that they're looking for, then you can change their lives, and your product and your business can change yours. And as I've said, digital products are a great online business model. Okay, it's proven. My success is very consistent. This works in all kinds of niches, and I've turned it into a system now. It's flexible, right? You can work when you're most energized and creative on your own time schedule. It's very low cost, okay, to create the product and get the business going. And you can sell the product over and over without having to print any more of them because it's all digital. It's scalable. It doesn't take 10 times the work to sell 10 times the digital products. You don't need a bigger warehouse or a bigger manufacturing plant because again, it's all online. It's a download. It's mobile, right? You can do it from anywhere. I just went traveling in Europe for 3 months, right, with only my laptop, and I did just great. It's profitable. You have high profit margins and low costs relative to other business models because you don't have to pay for a lot of inventory. It's meaningful. The feeling of fulfillment and happiness you get from helping others is just great. And it's fun. You meet and make friends with amazing people, and you even can become famous yourself. All right, so how do you take your big idea and turn it into a super valuable digital product that people want to buy and that literally sells itself? So let me show you 3 different types of digital products that are easy to create and that you can start doing right away, okay? And products that I started with. My first digital product was a book, okay? A book I wrote of dating advice. I called it Double Your Dating, and I wrote it with a pen name, and it's become really well known, okay? You've probably seen or heard of Double Your Dating. Now here's the interesting part. I had never written a book before, so I took some of my notes, I made an outline, and I just sat down and wrote it, okay? I wrote everything I could think of. It took me a few weeks to kind of get all my thoughts out. This is slightly embarrassing, by the way, but when I put it online, when I put the book online for sale on my website, it had typos in it and spelling errors and punctuation problems and things. But here's the thing, I wasn't putting it online to get an A in class. I was putting it online to sell it and to build a business, okay? And you know what? Most people didn't even care. In information products, there's actually even an ugly movement, okay? People who make their information products ugly because they think that it makes them look more real. Okay, this is a total mindset shift. If you go to write a book with a big publisher, you're looking at a year or more just to write your book, edit it, re-edit it, re-edit it, okay? And then format it and get it printed. And that's fine if that's the route that you want to go, okay? There's no problem publishing a book offline. But if you're like me and you just want to get your digital product online and start making sales, a digital book is a great way to get started. This first product also did a few other important things, okay? It freed up my time. If someone wanted to learn dating, they could go download my book and learn it that way, okay? I was no longer the product in my business as I had been in the past. My product was a digital book that went out and did the work. Now, once people started buying it and my online business started to make money, I was able to transition to doing this full time, okay, with my very first product. Once the business was paying my bills, I had the time to go to work building it. It also gave me the ability to work when I wanted and when I was most creative. Now, I'm a night person, don't know about you, and I find that my best, most creative time is when everyone else has gone to sleep. Now, some people are morning people, but I'm a night person. And this was a huge step toward the freedom that I'd always wanted in my life of being able to work when I felt most energized and creative. The sales from my book also paid for my first virtual assistant. I hired someone to work 20 hours a week, and the moment I did, boom, I had 20 hours of my own time back, okay, that were freed up instantly. Now, here are a couple of tips for creating your first digital product. Okay, first, start with an outline of 5 to 10 things that people are searching for most online. Okay, you saw me use the Google keyword tool. Make sure you create at least a short section on each of those 5 to 10 things. So why do we do this? Because then when you create your website or your video that offers your digital product for sale, you can say that it teaches those things that people are searching for, and people will buy it a lot more. Okay, I like to say, sell them what they want and then teach them what they need. So you sell them what they want to buy and then you teach them what they need to learn. And by including several of those things that people are searching for in the product, okay, and really designing your product around those things, it creates a product that sells itself. Here's another tip. Take the things people search for and ask most and create short bonus reports to give away as bonuses when you sell your product. Okay, now this really increases the perceived value of your offer. And this is all about value. So when I wrote my book, Double Your Dating, for example, I created 3 bonus reports on topics that people were interested in, and I offered them as free bonuses. And I was selling my downloadable ebook for $29.95 and then $39.95. And because I had these free bonus reports, it allowed me to sell for a lot higher prices. And then the success of my first product allowed me to go to work on my next product. So my second product was an audio course. And I basically took the ideas from my book and I expanded them and I taught more advanced material on all of the different topics. And here's the interesting thing about an audio course, or a video course for that matter. Even if you teach the same material as you did in a book, it has a higher perceived value. Have you ever noticed that the audio versions of books often cost more, sometimes a lot more, than the written or printed versions? So it's often the exact same material, I mean exactly the same, just recorded in audio format. Okay, you can choose to take a book that you've written and record it as an audiobook, or you can expand on your first product and create a more advanced product. Now what's really interesting about an audio product is that it's spoken and it's not written. Now when I teach audio courses, I usually teach them from an outline, so they're very fast to create. Nowadays, when I create an audio course, and I've created a lot of them, I usually take about 1 to 2 days to prepare my outline, and then 1 day to record the course, and then bam, I have a full audio course that I can sell for a premium price. When I released this audio course that I just mentioned, right, my second product, it actually doubled my business instantly. And this allowed me to start hiring more people to build my business. I could hire people to now start doing my marketing and get more customers. I hired people to help with technology, all the things that I didn't want to do. Now, as I've mentioned, at first, I sold 1 or 2 books here and there, okay, just getting started. But I stuck with it, and in my first year, I did $150,000 in sales. In my second year, though, I did $500,000 in sales, largely because I now had another product, okay, one that I sold for $39.95, and then one that I sold for about $200. Okay, and then I released my third product and I kept going. Now it was exciting because I was building what I now call the graduation model, meaning that once someone buys one of your products, they can then graduate to your higher priced products. So here are a couple of tips. First, use the outline of your first product to create your second product. And the way that you do this is you go deeper. You add more examples, you add more exercises, you add more case studies, you do more question and answer sessions. Because people who are interested in the topic, they want more depth, not necessarily more new information. They just want you to go deeper on what they already learned. The next tip is that once you create your second product, you want to offer it as what they call an upsell. So when someone buys your first product, you immediately offer the second product. Okay, it can literally double your business. Okay, when I started offering my second product, it doubled my business. And when I started offering it to people who were already buying my product, okay, I found that a high percentage of them said, sure, I'll take that other one too. It's a very powerful marketing technique. Next, I created a product that really changed the game for me. I created a product that was a subscription product. Okay, now this is very popular right now. What I did was, every month I interviewed a different dating and relationship expert. And I did these interviews by phone, right? We just recorded on both ends. And this allowed me to create a subscription product where people would subscribe for $19.95 a month. Now, not only is this a great business model, but it's also a great way to get paid to do your research, to get paid to learn about a topic that you're already interested in. It also adds a lot of value without you having to come up with new content. other people are creating the product. And what was amazing about this new type of product in my business is that, again, it was a subscription product. When you have a business that sells a subscription, you learn about a new way to make sales and profit. It's called recurring revenue. So when you make one sale, you're not just making one sale. You're making a sale that makes many sales over and over and over. And subscriptions are a great way to offer digital products. And now it's become very popular to team up with other people in your niche and do interview-based courses and shows and subscriptions. And I love it because it's a way to actually get paid while you're learning and doing research on your own topic. And it's great as a digital product because it brings a lot of different ideas, which keeps the interest of your customers. Here are a couple of tips if you do an interview series for your digital product and you do a subscription. First, make affiliate partner deals with the people you interview. Okay, so at the end of the interview, you send all the listeners to go buy the products of the person that you're interviewing, and you give out a special link so that the person who you're interviewing, when they sell them a product, they send you some of the money and you get paid even more for doing the interviews. Okay, that helped me make even more money in my business. The next tip is to offer a free month, okay, a trial when someone buys one of your other products. Up to 50%, sometimes more of people will take it, and the recurring revenue compounds. I found that with my first product, my digital book, that when I started offering a free month of my interview series, of my monthly subscription, that about half the people that were buying my book took the interview subscription. Okay, and a lot of those people then stuck and stayed on and kept paying me month after month. Now, something interesting about my second and third products, okay, my audio course and my interview subscription, they originally took a long time for me to make and offer because they were originally on CDs. So they required special editing and preparation, and then we had to have them duplicated and printed, and we had to ship them out in the mail. But once the internet got fast enough, okay, several years ago, we took these and we turned them into high quality, all digital products that you stream and download online. And guess what? We still sell a lot of these digital products today. And again, each is like a tiny business generating revenue and profit for my business long term. And now when I create audio programs and interviews and subscriptions, it's all digital, okay? It all lives up in the cloud. Don't have to go through all those steps anymore. So you can take things that you've created before, okay, if you have any materials or teaching materials, and you can often use them in a new format now that everything is digital. Okay, things you've written before become digital PDF reports that you can give away, you can use as opt-in magnets, you can use to build your list, you can make bonuses of them. Anything you've recorded in the past of you teaching, okay, it can be an instant session in an online course or a bonus that you give out for registering. And these are just a few ways to organize a product. There are many, many more. This is really about getting your first digital product created, but once you get the hang of it, you can create seminars and video programs, you can create audio programs and teleclasses, you can do webinars, you can do one-on-one coaching, you can do online summits, you can set up masterminds, you can do memberships. Really, the possibilities for products are endless. And by the way, when you join me for my digital product blueprint course, I'll show you not only some of these other formats, but I'll give you my templates and my systems for making them quickly and in a way that has very high perceived value so you can sell them for premium prices. Some of the training courses and digital products that I sell are thousands of dollars each. And some of my higher end masterminds have been tens of thousands of dollars a person. And in the digital product blueprint course, I'll show you how this is done and how to organize your knowledge into what we call high-end premium programs. I now sell courses that are individually more money than I used to make in a year. And that's leverage. And people like you and I can only get that kind of leverage with a digital product. But the point for now is that each digital product that you create can build your business, build your income, act as its own little business. Okay, it can free up your time and attention. It can give you more freedom. Remember our diagram from the beginning. Okay, your big idea becomes your digital product, which becomes your business that makes the profit to fund your lifestyle, to give you the freedom, which allows you to contribute and make an impact in the world. We've learned how to identify our big idea in the first video. We've learned a few basic models for digital products in this video. And in our third video, we'll put it all together and you'll see how to turn your idea and your product into a thriving online business. And I'll give you my map of how all these pieces fit together. So make sure to just scroll down and leave me a comment below, and I will see you in our third video.